Hello. Happy Friday. Let me check and make sure that it's actually streaming. Yes. Honestly, I am loving the switch from Zoom to Restream. Just FYI. There's a couple things that I think are not available in here. But Zoom has some of the bells and whistles, but most of those are in the higher levels of their membership anyway, and they might be in here, I don't know. But how has everybody's week been? It's been interesting for me. Uh, I still don't know what all the wonky energy was with the dark full or new moon phase, but there was some really wonky energy. Like the one day, all kinds of weird tech stuff going on, and um, I was on a coffee chat with a gal, and she was having tech problems. Or no, somebody else was before that, but we're just talking, and having a conversation, and my laptop just dies. Evidently, the plug had gotten pulled loose, and I didn't even know it. I'm sure I'm blaming it on the puppy. She was having a rough day that day too. She's been all out of sorts, like really pushing all of my buttons more than normal. Uh, but yeah, it's been so. Then it's just been like exhaustion, a lot of tired, but I still got a lot of stuff done, but not the way I had expected, not things that I was planning. Like even delivery has been really weird all week. The holiday weekend, I expected because holidays are like hit and miss, but this week has not been normal either. So it's been strange, and even the apps were kind of weird. Uber was screwing up. So yeah, it's been interesting. I did a hypnosis session with Trish Thursday, and I was really, really tired Thursday morning, and I was home in the morning working because delivery wasn't busy, and I was just really sleepy. But after doing the hypnosis session, uh, I was buzzing for several hours, obviously. Just the best high there is, that energetic vibration, and it was such a good session. Um, if you're interested in that, send me a message or comment, and I'll get you connected to her. I actually know several people that do hypnotherapy, and I've done 2 sessions with one with Trish this week, and then I have done one previously with Denise Porter, and both just both just super powerful. But yeah, I know it's some of it is probably my own burnout, and that's why I've been more conscious of listening to my body and not just continuing to push through, taking the time. And maybe that's why it's been so on delivery for me, because the universe is saying you have to slow down. But whatever. So we're not putting in any of the scarcity language. That's what we worked on in my hypnotherapy session, or in my hypnosis session, was just removing the scarcity and the any generational poverty, just installing the energy of abundance and that programming of abundance, because that is our birthright. And so I'm really watching my language. If you know NLP at all, you know that and just the simple fact that words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. And what we speak is spoken spells. Yeah, so, other than that, it's been there has been a lot of emotional, I was finished all the interview questions for my feature article in Female CEO. So that was really deep. And I know that, the emotional toll of that, I expected to be exhausting, but it was also, there's still that duality. It was exhausting to dig that deep emotionally, but it was also really exciting because Trisha's questions were amazing and made me dig really deep and sparked a lot of things that are going to come into play in my content and come into play in my workshops and when working privately and one-on-one with people. And so that was really exciting. And the coffee chat that I had, she has a podcast that she had invited me to a coffee chat to see if I wanted to be on her podcast. And then she's going to come on mine, which is awesome. So I love that. And there's another gal that had reached out, or I had invited her. I said I would love to have her. She had commented on one of my posts and just gave a real quick summary of her story. And she had seen another comment about my podcast. She said, I'd love to be on your podcast. And I was like, yes. And so that hopefully will work out. I have one booked. We had to cancel. I think it was Tuesday. Cassidy had a family emergency. She had to cancel. So we'll keep her and her family in prayers because I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard back from her. But we will reschedule when she's ready. But I think I have one this next Tuesday. There's one coming early next week. And the workshop is Sunday morning at 10 Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern. So it's weird to say that I'm excited, but I am because it's such needed information. And yes, it's a hard topic, it's a heavy topic, but it's part of life. Grief is an everyday part of life. And for the parents that are living through those moments and days and years of children that are affected by addiction and mental health issues, they need the lifeline. And that information that I can give is a lifeline. And being able to then support them in a one-on-one basis is transformational because having somebody who's experienced it to walk through with them, and I spoke about it all the time. That's the only thing I didn't have going through the grief of my boys. I had amazing support, but I didn't have anybody that had been there and experienced it. So that is Sunday morning. Sunday is also the date of my rebrand, which it could be anticlimactic because ChatGPT and I are still having relationship issues, and my like landing pages and stuff are not ready. So we'll see if that actually happens on Sunday. um, but yeah, but it's fine. The energy of the rebrand is already there, and I've already been using a lot of it. And I'm sure if you've followed me for very long, you've seen it. So um, I did one of the custom meditations for a friend last night, and I thought I had been told a couple of weeks ago, um, while I was still in Indiana, that I was supposed to pull in fairy energy because we have lots of fairy forests there. And I was like, oh, sweet, I love fairy energy. It's fun and it's playful and it's all about play and silliness, and we need that so much in our lives because we so often ignore it and don't make the time for it. And so the first one I did was with the fairy energy, and she absolutely loved it. And then one for the other gal I did last night, when I went to pull up YouTube to find the recording, the first thing that popped up was red dragon energy for Quincy. And Spirit said, no, this is for her. So I don't know if she's listened to it yet. I sent it to her late last night. I haven't heard from her today, but she has a toddler, so she's a busy single mom. But it was really cool. Oh, it was super powerful, and I know she's going to love it. So that was interesting because I've been called to work with the dragon energy for a while, and it's really powerful. And it popped up before that this week. I went to pick up an order in Burger King, and their crowns. Actually, I have it. I took one because I guess How to Train Your Dragon has a new movie coming out, and my one boy loves that. He's loved that since he was a little kid when it was just like a cartoon or the first one came out. And so I grabbed one of the crowns and sent him a picture of me wearing it. And I was like, it's twofold because it's reminding me that I carry that dragon energy. And it was earlier this year, I'm trying to think when, I don't remember, but what month exactly. But I met my dragon. It was like early this year, probably January, February, maybe. Um, I, it was in that not quite dream state, but, the in between of wake and sleep, and I got to meet my dragon. It was really cool, or at least one of them, and so it's been really powerful to work with. I haven't been intentionally working with it enough, I think, and I think that's why it's coming back up. Did any of you check out the ChatGPT prompt that I posted yesterday or the day before, um, about your human design and um, top 3 ways to be serving people? I think it was along that line. That was super cool, and it was spot on. So mine's posted on my profile, um, but try it and go back and comment on it and let me know what you think, and if you feel comfortable, post what came up because it was spot on. I have trained my chat very well though, so they know my tone, they know all of everything about me basically. Um, but that was really cool. So you have, let's see, today's Friday. So the rebrand was scheduled for the 1st. So all my current offers are still half price until tomorrow midnight. So you can still grab those for like 30 hours. I'm still doing uh, the custom meditations for $25 with a review. So you can still grab one of those or as many as you want until tomorrow at midnight. Uh, and those have been so cool. And I was just really told last night that I'm supposed to start using my light language for other people. So I'm sure that's coming in these meditations at some point very soon because I was really told that I have been ignoring it, and I do it for myself and in private, but I haven't used it publicly or for clients or anything. But that's just, I think, I guess I'm still live. Let me check. It says I am. Yep, I'm back. Um, See, things are still kind of wonky. That was my hotspot sitting in the sun, and I didn't realize it, and it overheated and shut off. So there went my internet. But anyway, I was winding up anyway. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. Not bad, not great. I mean, things have been great. It's just life, but it's been interesting. There's been some really interesting things happening, and really exciting things coming. My first major podcast as a guest is coming up in a week, next Friday. And then the article in the Female CEO is the 11th, so it's just the following week. And my podcast will be submitting to the podcast gods sometime in June, hopefully. Uh, I don't even know what number our episode will be on because we've had schedule conflicts with people and had to cancel last minute for a couple. But yeah, it's lots of cool things happening, and lots. It's really these opportunities, these doors that have opened are really just expanding and opening new things. And yeah, so I'm excited. If you saw my post yesterday, I am pulling back out some new or some old services, just so that I don't have to be dependent on the unreliable craziness of delivery. Um, so I pulled out some and just kind of revamped some of my old VA offerings, and those are, yeah, I posted them on my profile. So if you have any questions, or if you want to do like a custom package, or just one-off services, just let me know. And hopefully, all my new stuff will be coming out on Sunday like it's supposed to. Even if it's not done and it's not pretty and it's not perfect, it's going to happen. So at least the offer page, the offers landing page, so that you can see all the new one-on-ones and all the new packages like that. And yeah. And so Sunday morning, I will be back sometime tomorrow to probably talk about the workshop because that's Sunday. And then I'll be here Sunday morning. Let me know how your week has been and that I'm not just crazy and it's not just been me, it's that it has been wonky. So have a great Friday night.